This is the Neil Squire Society presentation on self-employment. Topics we will explore include self-employment stats in BC, reasons for choosing self-employment, your suitability, what are the legal implications, are there government-funded programs, and where can you get business planning resources? In British Columbia, the self-employed business owners number 443,800 people. Of that number, 141,800 have employees. 302,000 people have no employees. That means that they're working totally on their own. Typically, self-employed people tend to be older, more often male, and they're more often working longer hours than employees working for others. So why do people choose self-employment? Well, each reason is as unique as each of us are. For some people, it's a strategy for accommodation, and that could mean you want to have a reduced working day. It could mean that you want to pick and choose who you work with. It could mean that you want your job to fit your demands. It may be to fulfill a dream or a vision that you've had of what type of business you'd like to be working in. Or it could be as simple as you want the flexibility of working either seasonally, working weekends, or maybe only working part-time. The next thing you need to think about is how suitable you are to be self-employed. So ask yourself, are you a good self-starter? Are you self-motivated, or do you need encouragement to get going? Are you determined to achieve this no matter what? How comfortable are you taking a risk? After all, you're the one that's going to be affected by this. Are you resourceful? Can you quickly find the support that you need when you need it? And are you a quick learner? Your mistakes are going to affect you directly. So some other things you want to think about, because you're going to be a one-man band, is are you good working on your own? How are you at dealing with people? Can you sell? Are you a good networker? Have you established a way of supporting yourself while your business gets its legs underneath itself? Are you comfortable dealing with uncertainty? There's that risk-taking again. And are you an entrepreneur? Are you willing to be the janitor because you're the only one to do it? If you want to self-test, the BC Development Bank has a great entrepreneurial self-assessment tool that you can use. It's free, your privacy is respected, and there's no right or wrong answers on this test. But it will give you a better measure of how entrepreneurial you really are. Follow the directions, and like career cruising, try to use the full scale of numbers. They number 1 through 4, as you can see in the picture here on the slide. If you use 2 and 3 all the way down, you're not going to get a very clear picture of what your potential is. So go ahead and click on the link, go to the website, and try the questionnaire yourself. So some things you may want to consider is self-employment really the best way for you to get where you want to go? Sometimes I recommend that people who are interested in self-employment go and work for a couple of different companies just to find out how they run their business and to get any valuable information that you may be able to use in your business. Do you know what sort of business you want to start? What are your interests, your aptitudes, and values? You've examined those in this program, and can you apply any of those to starting up a business? You really should choose something you love and you know a lot about. Passion is what's going to make this move forward. And before you start that business, ask yourself, should you quit your job? If you've got no other financial means of supporting yourself while getting your business off the ground, you may have to work part-time or full-time to support yourself and your family. Another question you might want to ask yourself is, how is your disability going to be affected by you being a business owner? Being self-employed and a new business owner, we know that you can earn up to $800 a month with it, no clawback from the province. But what happens when your business starts to increase and your income starts to go up? Are you prepared to live on a somewhat uncertain income while that is happening and your business is stabilizing? Other things you might want to consider researching are startup loans and grants. There are a number of different agencies and banks who will be willing to help you with that. Remember, you're going to be reporting your net and gross revenue to the provincial government and the federal government. There's a lot of bookkeeping involved in having a business, and you either need to find somebody to do that for you or be prepared to do it yourself. And finally, have you identified the accommodations that you're going to need to operate your own business? If you have, an application to EATI can help with getting that equipment and getting it in place when you start your business up. Other important points that you need to consider is, what kind of business are you going to have? Are you going to have a sole proprietorship? Are you going to be in a partnership? Are you going to incorporate your business? When you're in a sole proprietorship, you are totally responsible for everything in connection with that business. So if somebody sues you, they're suing you, not the business. If you have a partner, you're sharing that responsibility. If you incorporate your business, which costs a bit more money, you're insulated from anything like a lawsuit or other financial challenge. You also need to consider registering your business name and making sure you're not using a name similar or already in use. You need to apply for business licenses, and if you're going to be operating your business in more than one city, you need to make sure you've got licenses for each of those areas or regions. You need to set up a system to pay your taxes, your CPP, your employees, their EI, medical plans. All of those types of things will have to be set up and initiated before you launch your business. And not many businesses these days can get away with not having a website. So there again, you need to have your URL, either .com or .ca, set up for your business so that people can find you, because people use their fingers not in the yellow pages these days, but online. And last but not least, consider setting up a blog or joining a social media site in order to raise the awareness of your business and what your business does. Something else you might want to explore are self-employment programs. There's a wide variety of programs available to you, but you have the advantage of being able to also apply to programs specifically for people with disabilities. So the first program I want to talk about is called Community Futures. And Community Futures provides a variety of services, including business development loans, technical support, training, strategic planning, and feasibility studies. So click on the link and check them out. The next link down is Entrepreneurs with Disability Program, and this one is developed by the federal government. And when you connect with these people, they can provide you with access to a network of professionals and a world of resources. The program provides business information, training, developing, mentoring, and one-on-one counseling services. So give them a look. And then the one down at the bottom is called the Vancouver Foundation. Some of you may have heard of this before. And the purpose of this program is to provide grants to increase employment opportunities for people with disabilities. And there's a variety of services that they can assist you with. So check them out and find out what the eligibility requirements are. You will find as you go back into Moodle that there's a great document there, a handout that you can use to connect to lots of other services and supports. And I would encourage you to take a close look at that if you are going to pursue developing your own business. So this brings me to the end of our presentation on self-employment. If you have any questions, please ask your assigned facilitator. Thank you.